Well, Samit, it's a disappointing end not only to the T20 campaign but to your time with Derbyshire. We'll get onto your 2 seasons with the club in a moment, but firstly, just assess this campaign and tonight.
Yeah, it's probably our worst performance all round. We didn't quite get any facets right tonight, which is a shame because we've shown snippets of where we can be and what we can do, and I think that I've just mentioned there on air that Adrian Donald, Wayne Madsen, we've got Gazanfa. We've all stood up at certain times, but not enough. And I think that if you want to go forward into winning competitions, you've got to stand up about 90% of the time in the league stage, really.
Yeah, and I suppose that's been the most frustrating thing. You think back to the win at Trent Bridge, the win at Edgbaston against Leicestershire, and the double over Yorkshire. They were the almost perfect performances. But then the periods in which we've not been perfect have been so far in the opposite direction, there's almost been no coming back from it.
No, we played inconsistent cricket. We've not got the batting right once, we've not got the bowling right. We've not played complete cricket. And I think as a team we've got to stand up and be honest. We've not played well enough, and we know that. And I think that we'll learn a lot from this going forward. As a squad, the boys will be massively disappointed of how we have played, but it's always exciting to go and try and start a new campaign, and with a fresh set of players, if you call it that. Hopefully they've learned what I brought, and if they take one bit away and I've contributed to that, then so be it, and I'll be really happy.
Yeah, and just on that, it has now been announced that your time with the club will end this evening. When I sat down with you a year and a half ago or so, the big thing I got from you was that you were here to win, you were here to change the mentality, and while it hasn't necessarily worked out as you would have hoped, there's been some great moments. And how would you assess your time with Derbyshire?
No, look, I've had lots of fun. It's been a challenging couple of years, but we've not beaten Notts here for God knows how many years, and we beat them last year here. We've not been to Trent Bridge and won for God knows how many years. We've done that. We've got the Yorkshire double, like you said. Look, it's not all doom and gloom, and I think that you can't always get success in 2 years. As much as everybody thought I was some kind of robot and I was going to come in and work miracles, I'm not God. So, yeah, it doesn't really work like that. Cricket doesn't work like that. And I think that we as a squad should be proud at times of how we have played some cricket. And as long as guys are getting better and want to play for England, I think that is a massive thing for a club like Derbyshire, is that you need to start preparing guys to play for England. I think that as soon as guys want to play for England, you just see the bars get raised. And that's the one thing I want to take out tonight, is guys wanting to play for England at Derbyshire, and that should be the drive.
And was it a mutual decision? Was it just felt the time was right to call it a day at Derbyshire?
A bit of both, really. Yeah, the time is probably right. As much as my mind says I want one more year, but my body's probably telling me that it's time to let it go. And yeah, it's painful to let it go, but I think if someone would have told me that I'd have 24 years in professional cricket, I would have snapped their hand off. And yeah, it's been a great journey.
And what's next for Samit Patel?
Who knows? Time will tell. Let the dust settle a little bit. It doesn't quite finish for me. I've got England Legends tomorrow against Australia, so Brett Lee and co. So yeah, I think that we'll just play it by ear.